Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is a Panhard EBR 105. It's the tier 10 French light wheeled vehicle and it's firming. Yep, I'm afraid so. Anything that's wheeled should not be in the game. They should be removed immediately. It's a cruel joke by Wargaming and, well, they're outperforming the tanks now. So really they should be removed from the game. This one is under the command of Deadly Shot on the southwest spawn of Highway. Battle started. Well, you can see he's driving, well, to the west, or to the north rather. And look at the speed at which he goes. Now originally when these were put into the game, they were supposed to do 105 kilometers an hour, or 110 was it? I think they were just so fast that even the computer could not keep up with them. They were just moving too fast for the frame rate. So you'd aim at a particular spot and the vehicle wouldn't be there because he'd already moved on by then. Well, you can see that he's actually gone underneath the bridge, which is not a good move if there's Arty in the game. There are 3 Arty in this game on either side. If you get spotted and you hide underneath that bridge, you'll get wiped out very, very quickly, because we'll just then aim around underneath the bridge and the shockwave will reverberate from the bridge into the vehicle. And I've taken out EBRs that are trying to do that. But from the position he's in at the moment, he can spot any of the enemy who decide to cross the field, and it appears that none of them have tried to do so. Okay, well, he has spotted some already, and he's got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. Now he's found, a whole bunch of enemy tanks over there. And he's picking up loads of spotting damage. He's now earned a patrol duty, although he did get hit by a Striv 1030 who's behind him at the bridge. Now he's keeping those guys lit by running around as fast as he can. In fact, that's the only way really to avoid being hit with one of these. Is just keep moving all the time. The standard B, well, made a bit of a mistake there because he's gone out to the open. He took a 105mm round, a HE round, and he's lost, well, he lost 450 hit points. But Deadly Shot can actually just sit here, spotting for his team, and, well, it just gets very uncomfortable for the enemy as a result. Oh, almost flips it there. He's going so fast. Well, the enemy's lost 3 tanks, including a ship bomb. As you can see there, we found the Arty. It's an FV3804, or at least one of them. And he's locked on, and then released, and fires 1 round in, takes out the FV3805. Okay, so he's still going round and round. He's going so quickly, he can't actually control himself as he moves about. In fact, this is something that Klaus Gellerman actually commented on in his latest video. They're virtually impossible to drive sometimes, these wheeled vehicles, simply because they drive so quickly that you can't control them in a small map. It's only in a big field like this one that you can actually get shots on target. But even in this case, Deadly Shot's having difficulty trying to control the vehicle. And I think the only way to deal with this problem of wheeled vehicles outperforming track vehicles is to slow them down by cutting their speed by 50% and making it that they have to stop in order to shoot. And if they don't stop in order to shoot, then obviously Wargaming are turning this into World of Wheelies. It's not World of Tanks anymore when you have vehicles that can outperform tanks. Well, he's now outperforming these guys. He's got the UDES, and the UDES goes down. But he doesn't get the kill on that occasion. He's got 1.5k of damage already. And we're isolating these Leopard. He puts a round into a Leopard 1, would you believe it? 444 hit points of damage to a tier 10 light tank. Or medium tank actually, sorry. And now he's got the Striv and he fires around him. Gets some damage, spotting damage. But he takes a round from a 907 in the wheels and just repairs them and carries on. Now, that's another thing, that's another gripe for us. If a wheeled vehicle gets struck in the wheels, most of the time it doesn't do any damage or slow them down that much. If they get hit in the wheels, they ought to be totally disabled for at least 10 seconds whilst they fixed the wheel. And look at that, he just took out a Skoda T50 with a drive-by. And that's absolutely ridiculous. They are so OP, it's a joke. I know they were put into the game to try and kill Arty and destroy Arty, but all they're doing is destroying the game. So Wargaming, take them out of the game or nerf them so badly that they are no longer OP to tanks, or Arty for that matter. Here's the end of battle results. It's a first class tank of a deadly shot in the Panhard EBR 105. In fact, it's the first time he's had a first class tanker. That's the highest he's got so far. It's got the scrolls underneath. He managed to get the spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage and a fire for effect. He also picked up a patrol duty for being the only one spotting at least 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged. And he got the scout medal because he found at least 9 of the enemy. In fact, he found 10 of the enemy on first sighting. And you can see that you have to scroll the page to see all the damage that he actually did. His win 8 for the game was 2995. That's what we call the Holy Trinity, the spotter, patrol duty and scout. Means you're a very good light tank, but unfortunately this is an OP wheeled vehicle. Shouldn't be in the game. Well, if we look at the damage, we can see he's actually 3rd on damage on his team, but 4th on damage overall, because there's an enemy tank. The 907 got 3,015 hit points, putting him in 2nd place. The top scorer was the Standard B with 3,756, and then came the Arty with 2,053, and then of course we've got Deadly Shot with 1988. When it came to kills, it was the Standard B again. He shared the top position with the Leopard 1, both got 3 kills. Deadly Shot got 2, so did the T92 HMC. And when it came to base XP, it was Deadly Shot because of course he did all that spotting, which means that he got massive spotting assist. 884 for the Standard B and 849 for the IS-32. He fired 8 shots, got 7 direct hits, 5 penetrations, 3 splash, damage of 1,988 hit points, all of it at close range. 4 hits received from the enemy, 2 penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, 10 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 7,716 hit points of spotting assist. That's why his XP was so high. 70,700 credits earned, 50,000 from Veni Vidi Vici, total 120,700 credits. And after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took away 82,323 credits. He got 10 bonds for the battle, it was at tier 10. And 1,695 XP, times 2 for the first victory, got 848 for completing the mission events, took away 4,238 experience points altogether. But as I said, I think these vehicles should not be in the game, and if you do have one, enjoy it while you can, because I suspect that Wargaming will eventually realise that these are destroying the game. Obviously, when the content creators are actually saying that and they watch these videos and they realise, yeah, I'm afraid they are too OP. We've seen wheeled vehicles besting and outplaying the most OP tanks that Wargaming used to sell. Things like the Cromwell B, completely bested by something like this, or by the Panhard EBR, the tier 7 equivalent. But when you get an OP premium tank, it's being completely overrun by an ordinary, normal wheeled vehicle, then I'm afraid you've realised that what Wargaming did is they put vehicles in which weren't properly matched to their capabilities in real life. I'm afraid one of these vehicles, if it ever saw the enemy, would run away as fast as it could, using its gun for self-defense only. Main reason being these vehicles don't have any armour, but Wargaming have put them into the game with armour so OP that it bounces rounds from guns which are, well, 15cm anti-tank guns should not bounce off one of these. And I've seen Guerrilla 15s bounce around off one of the wheels of one of these things, and I'm sure there's many players out there who said that they fired their Jaegeru at a Panhard or something of that nature, and the wheels just stopped the shell and nothing happened to it, just kept on moving. So yes, I'm afraid I feel that these vehicles have got to be removed from the game as quickly as they can. If they're not removed, or at least if they're not nerfed, then I think that they will destroy the game eventually, because all that people want to do is get into their wheeled vehicle and go running around the battlefield, and it'll be like wacky races. And I'm not sure that Victor really wants the game to become Wacky Races. He did once say to everyone that he wouldn't introduce wheeled vehicles into the game, but the only reason he's brought them in is to attack Arty. And I'm afraid what it's actually doing is they're attacking the tanks, not the Arty. They do kill Arty, but they actually take out a lot of the OP tanks as well. So there you go. You've got it wrong, Wargaming. You've really got it wrong. You've got to nerf these people, these vehicles. You've got to make their wheels extremely fragile. And if they get hit, they slow down to a virtual crawl, and then they can be taken out fairly easily. So the answer for these guys is not to be seen, not to be hit. If they get hit, they should be out the game. So that's my rant over. Well done to Deadly Shot for a good round. You'll need to get the Ace Tanker next, but enjoy it while you can, because you won't have it for long. Well, at least I think you won't have it for long, because I'm sure Wargaming will realise eventually I'm not the only content creator who thinks these vehicles should not be in the game. Thanks for watching.